Hello, hello, and welcome to Spice It Up with Sandra. I'm here with Joanna Alexopoulos, and I say that perfectly because I've been to Greece, and I know all about saying
That's wonderful.
Greek names. So welcome, Joanna. Thanks for being
Thank
here.
you. Thank you, Sandra, and welcome to you, everyone that's with us. Welcome, everyone.
Yeah, amazing. So let's dive right in. I'm dying to get into this because I found it so fascinating when we first connected and you shared that you were a divine light channeler. And I'm like, I know a little bit about channeling, but I didn't know too much. But first, I'll share she is an award winning, top selling Amazon author with her new book, Awaken To Your Truth. Oop, let me see. With the background. Oh, here we go. So this is her book, and I'm on just heading into chapter 7 now. So tell me a little bit about who you are, what you do, and what is channeling.
Okay, sure. Sandra, who am I? All right. Well, I can start with my spiritual journey. Maybe I can start with the year 2005 when my journey started spiritually. And let's backtrack a little bit. I am a mother, a wife, a grandmother. My son and daughter-in-law just had their second baby yesterday. Their second child yesterday. So I'm so ecstatic about that.
Yeah.
And so yay. And I'm also an author, as you know, an energy healer, Reiki energy practitioner, spiritual mentor, and public speaker. So I'm just coming into my own with all of that right now. And it's wonderful. So how did I get to be where I am now? I can start with my spiritual journey in 2005, where that's what it all started with me. After living like a lifetime of in darkness. I really was living in darkness. Yeah. I was living in darkness because I wasn't feeling well. I was always getting sick every single day at different parts of the day. And I was never really clear. It was like I was always ill. And that started from childhood. So it wasn't a new thing. It was like the norm for me. It was like a chronic illness. And my culture, Greek, being of Greek descent, we attribute that to the evil eye. Well, I just thought, okay, it's evil eye and I'm sensitive, so I get it all the time. But I didn't know what it really was. And my mom and then later after my mom passed, other people were just saying prayers for me and it would kind of dissipate and I'd feel a little bit better, but then I was always getting sicker and sicker. And so my sickness reached its peak and I just couldn't handle it anymore. And that's when I took it upon myself to find answers to my own pain and struggle. So I thought, well, you know what? I got to find out what it is. So then why am I like this? I can't live like this any longer. And what I did was I started to really go into a journey of self-growth. I went into a journey of, I want to know what life is, what God is, what life beyond is. I wanted to know everything I could. And it seemed like the more I delved into wanting to know myself better and where I fit in, the more I wanted to know and the more I got to know, actually. And through this whole process, when I was doing all of this and finding answers through literature and through everything I could, I came to know that it was of a spiritual nature what I was experiencing. And I came to know that it was because I was highly sensitive and I'm a highly sensitive empath and I absorb everything that's around me and I pick up everybody's pain and suffering and then I was holding it as my own because I didn't know any better. I didn't know how to release it.
Right.
So yeah, that kind of through that time period, there was a lot of things that happened that were out of body experiences for me. There were like mystical experiences, I can say. I was seeing, seeing things, hearing things. And then I started to do healings on people. And I didn't understand what was happening to me, but I was like, oh, you're not feeling, or somebody would say to me, oh, my arm hurts, this, whatever, my arm hurts. I put my hand on people, and
Right.
after a few seconds, literally, the pain would lift.
No way.
Yes, I didn't know what was going on. And I was also doing long distance healings. People would say, because I would be able to do like a body scan, and then I would tune into the places, the person, like where the blockages were. And
Right.
I didn't know why, how, or what was happening to me. I just closed my eyes, I'd visualize, all of a sudden things would be coming to me, and then all the energy would be to the place where the person was ill at. And
Wow.
then they would become better. But then again, I was always sick. I was still always sick. So like, why am I still sick and I'm healing other people?
Right.
So
Right.
yeah, so then that led to the year, it was 2012 when I actually connected and communicated with the higher realms, with spirit guides
Wow.
through automatic writing. And I'm like,
Yes.
what is this? Like, wow, And instead of being afraid, I embraced it with love and with light and with courage and with gratitude.
Wow.
I just felt like, wow, I'm not alone.
Yeah.
Because up until that time, no one could understand me. I could not find anyone that was like me. And
Hmm.
it was a lonely journey. I
Right.
was depressed all the time. I couldn't speak my truth. I would go someplace, be with friends and family. I could never enjoy myself. I put up a front
Hmm.
and I would like smile, but my heart was aching because I wasn't well.
Wow.
So it was so wonderful to connect with my spirit guides because they were my non-physical friends.
Right.
So we went on this journey of getting to know each other. Well, they know me, they've been with me all my life and before. Spirit guides are always with you, I have
Right.
to say. If
Yeah.
anybody questions that, do not question, because I can tell you through firsthand experience that they are with us, and they were with us before we got here. And they helped us decide where we're going to come back to, what family we're going to be in, and they helped us decide what lessons we're going to learn, what we need to learn. And so, you know
Hmm.
what? It, like I said, I embraced this connection with light and love, and it was healing for me at the soul level. And I understood myself better. I started to understand that I had things to offer to our world. I had gifts inside of me that needed to come out. And
Wow.
then through them, actually, it was in 2017, I actually connected and communicated with even higher realms of consciousness, with ascended masters, and they came through for the beautiful delivery of this very book.
Wow.
And I just cannot tell you enough. I'm like on fire talking about this because it's so close to my heart, because it is for the world. It's not for me. It
Right.
came through for all of us to help us.
Hmm.
And ascended masters actually, Sandra, they are a collective consciousness. They lived on earth before. They understand our pain and suffering.
Wow.
And they are now on a mission sent by God, led by Jesus,
Hmm.
to help us to ascend to higher consciousness, to help us to understand who we really are
Wow.
and the connection we are to Source, and to help us navigate through our gifts and our talents and bring them forth in our abilities and share with each other,
Mhm.
because we have yet to do that. We're just starting to. We're in the middle of a great awakening. How beautiful
Yeah.
that is. You
Yes.
know,
Sure.
we're in the middle of a great awakening. Our humanity is awakening finally. Yes, yes, yes.
So
So,
true.
so yeah, so and now this is where I am now. So my book came through,
I
and
love this
yeah.
story. You told it to me before, but I love this detailed version better. It was great.
Yeah,
That's
thank you.
amazing. And I can honestly say that in this book, from reading it, I find the messages are very clear. Like you said, this is what people need to hear right now with what we're facing. And it's like you said, it's an awakening. It's a sign. It's a knock. It's a call. It's, this is the call to action. It's here for you. And it's like, I love this book. It's really
Thank
helped
you.
me.
Thank you.
It's basically summarizing everything that I've been working on, but it's telling me it's the truth. And I love how this is titled. I don't know.
Yes.
It's amazing how we connected and it's come to
Well,
me. So I'm
yes.
going to pass this on to somebody else as well,
Mhm.
because and I think that is a beautiful thing. Like, grab this book and pass it on, read it and pass it on to somebody else that you think that needs it.
Yes,
That'd be like
absolutely.
amazing. So
Absolutely.
that's what I want to do. I want to get this book, pass it on, and have it passed on, because I believe that there's reasons why we are called, just like you were, to write this book. That's incredible.
Yes, yes. And it is actually holding the truth, like as you said, it's the truth of where we are
Mhm.
right now, which is
Right.
a bitter truth.
It can be. Yes.
Yes, because a lot of people
Yeah.
don't want to see it. We
Right.
don't want to admit it. We don't want to admit that we have not been kind to each other.
So true.
There's so much cruelty in our world, so much injustice in our world.
Absolutely.
We are the only species that hates and does god awful things to each other.
Yeah.
And it is time now to awaken to that
Yeah.
we have played a role in that, because we are a collective consciousness, and
Right.
we're vibrating now at a very low state.
Mhm.
We have two choices. We
Right.
can either live in love or live in fear.
Mhm.
We can either choose to live in a higher vibrational frequency
Yes.
through love and compassion,
Yes, I agree.
living through our soul, or
Mhm.
we can live through our personalities, our minds, our
Mhm.
egos,
Yeah.
and live in fear and doubt and insecurity,
There's some
and
love.
live in the lower frequencies.
Yes.
So you know what? The choice is ours. We have to make it. And we
Yes.
have to decide, because it's affecting everyone. Doesn't only affect us. Our vibration does not only affect us,
Mhm.
because we live in a web of consciousness. We live in a vibrational universe. So we have to see Mother Earth as a living being.
Mhm. Mhm.
It's a living being that represents the collective consciousness of where we are now.
I just read that today.
Yeah, yeah.
You're
And
kidding.
it's just like it's like and where we are as a collective, we affect everything and everyone. So we affect the animal, the plant,
True.
the mineral kingdoms.
Mhm.
We affect. So we got to really decide to, hey, step it up and take responsibility for your own self, and heal yourself. We all have parts of us to heal.
Yeah, I agree.
And this is a book that journeys you through the realization of yourself. Where are you now? Where are you going? And with how you are living, reflect and realign,
Realign. I love that.
and
Rejuvenate.
bring yourself back to
Yes,
the love and light of who you really are.
absolutely. I love that.
Yeah, because
I-
we've
and
lost we've
also,
lost the connection.
it's also it will transcend physically as well. You will feel whatever, pain, you will feel it because you are transcending that through your body physically. Like
Yes.
you mentioned you weren't feeling well, but so let me ask you, are you better now from feeling
You know
horrible
what?
for years?
I still have issues with maintaining my balance. I'm not going to lie about that, but I am much, much better, and I understand myself better. I'm so very grateful, even with the times in the day where, oh my God, here it comes, again. And I'm like, I'm accepting it more now,
Right,
and
right.
accepting it with love,
Mhm.
because all parts of me is love. Everything is love. So
Yes.
when you're not feeling well, when you resist it, this is what I've learned, because
Yes.
we're all in a process of understanding ourselves better, and everything that comes to us to bring us to a greater, to ascend us to a greater, more higher awareness.
Awareness. Yes.
And so this has come to me. This challenge that I have. comes to me to show me the light
Yes.
so that I can become the greatness of who I really am. We are all greatness because we're divinity.
Yeah.
And as divine power that we are, we can transcend anything and everything. There is not one challenge that we cannot surpass.
Right.
And that is by acceptance.
Accept, tons of acceptance and surrendering. That's my newest.
Surrender. That's the next one.
Mm-hmm.
And it's in my book. Accept where you are, accept what comes to you completely and fully. Embrace it with light and love. And say thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you for giving me this awareness.
Mm-hmm.
And then surrender. And that's what I've been practicing right now.
That's amazing.
And I'm much better than I was. And every day it seems like I'm becoming more and more powerful in that I'm embodying more light. And that's what it is. You embody more light, more truth, more love within you because we're made of that.
Well, you feel lighter because you feel free. You've surrendered.
Yes. It's all about freedom.
Exactly. And you are one. You are feeling it yourself. But you feel whole and free.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. It's empowering, isn't it? It's empowering.
It is. I've been on this journey for a little while. So this was basically the cherry on the top for me in my journey. So I love this. It's really
well, thank you. Thank you.
Yeah. So,
yeah, it's like it's a step-by-step guide towards, okay, you're feeling this is what you can do sort of thing. You're at this point and you think that you're going to give up. No, because this is what you can do next. And it's like, and the more you accept and the more you move, the greater what happens is when we're never stuck unless we want to be.
Right.
There's no challenge that you cannot surpass.
Everything. Exactly.
Solutions to everything, whether it be an illness that you have, whether it be a financial issue that one has. You know what? Everything that comes to us for us to grow and learn and develop from.
Exactly.
And then when you see your challenges in that light, then you can maneuver. A shift is created within you. And then you gain greater insight and clarity on which way to move forward.
Exactly.
Because God is there to assist you. One of my favorite sayings is let go and let God.
Yeah. Oh, I love that.
Right? Let go. Just let go. Surrender. Stop trying to hang on. And we all do it. I do it too. And I have to remind myself.
The littlest thing that triggers throughout the day, and if you don't have a growth mindset, first of all, and if you don't set yourself up for, just intuitively having that awareness, practice, it's an everyday practice. And those triggers will diminish the triggers over time. You'll get better and better at it for sure.
Absolutely. You get better and better. Exactly. You said it. Absolutely, Sandra. Absolutely. That's how it is. Yes.
It's all growth. But if you are willing to grow, you will grow.
You have to have that intention.
The intention. Exactly.
The intention. And that's what I ask of everyone that's listening, everyone that comes into contact with me. I'm like, please take responsibility for yourselves and that understand that we all are here to learn and grow and develop. And we are all here on a healing journey. And we are spirit. We are spiritual beings. We don't have a mind. We have a mind and a body only. A lot of people still think that's it. No, we are spiritual beings and we are here on a healing journey.
Absolutely. 100%.
Yes.
Love it.
And Sandra, I just wanted to say that my book, actually, it is something that is, I believe, and I know because I communicate with spirit, that this is a book that holds great light. In that if you have it and you open it to any page, everyone should have one at their bedside table. Open it to any page. Yep, any page. That's a page for you.
It's meant to be.
The best time actually to read it, I hear it from a very close friend of mine who is actually, I have dedicated my book to her.
Nice.
Jesselina. And she tells me that she reads it, she opens it to any page after her meditation, and it is exactly what she needs to hear.
Wow.
It's
Amazing.
powerful.
I love
It
it.
holds great light and great power to transform. It's a
Beautiful.
beautiful book given by source. All channel books are beautiful like that. They
Yeah.
hold great power. Like Neil Donald Walsh's Conversations with God.
Mm.
And
Mhm.
as Esther Hicks channeling Abraham.
Abraham.
Yes.
Yes, I listened.
Very powerful reads.
Yeah,
Very
I
powerful.
that's amazing.
Mhm.
That's so cool. I love it. Okay, so we are going to do a draw, aren't we? Or you're going to do a draw, and somebody's
Sure.
able to have one of these books. So what you want to do is you want to, if you're watching the replay, type replay in the comments below. And
Mhm.
in a couple of days, Joanna's going to go and see who's been watching. She's going to put all the names in a bowl, a hat, whatever, pick a name, draw a name, and you're going to get a copy of her book. How does that sound? Giveaway.
Wonderful. Yeah, wonderful to the lucky winner. Yay.
Yay, amazing. And that will be a gift. And there's a reason why you're receiving that gift, right?
That's right. Absolutely. Yes.
We'll be spiritual about that too. So if anybody wants to purchase this book, Joanna, how can they get a hold of you if they want to connect with
Yes.
you?
Sure. If anyone would like to connect with me, you can check my website. It's www.awakentoyourtruth.com with dashes in between each word. So awaken to your truth.com. And in my website, you can see all my social media links, my Instagram and Facebook. And also I have a YouTube channel that's there as well.
Amazing.
Yeah, and my book is available on Amazon, on Kobo, on Indigo, and Friesen Press Publishing. So yeah, it's available worldwide. Yes.
Amazing. I love it. Well, I'll have you drop your link below in the comments below so that people can connect with you right from the link in the comments. Does that sound?
Thank you. Thank you. That
Yeah.
sounds good. Sounds good, Sandra.
Well, thank you so much. I feel so spiritually inclined
Thanks.
right now. So thanks for joining me tonight and
You're
sharing
welcome.
all your inside information. I really, truly believe that this is going to help so many people. So congratulations on that.
Thank you. Thank you. We're here to help each other. And thank you.
Absolutely.
Thank you for having me, Sandra.
My
Thank you.
pleasure. Thanks, everyone. We'll talk to you soon.
Thanks, everyone. Bye now.
Bye.
Bye.